Hello everyone. The purpose of this video is to make sure that you all know how to fill out a Cheney High School credit check form properly and that you're clear about what the requirements are for graduation. We want you to be well informed as you register for classes for next year, and we especially don't want there to be any surprises come senior year. We want to be clear that it's your responsibility to track your progress towards graduation and make sure that you're meeting all the requirements. As counselors, we'll be there to answer questions and make sure you have all the information you need.
All right, now that you know why we're doing credit checks and why it's important, now we actually have to do them. So you need two things. You need a transcript listing all the courses in your grades, and you need a credit check form. You're going to look through your transcript, and for every course that you have passed or received credit for, we want you to cross that off on your credit check form. Literally put a line through it. Then for every course that you have failed or not received credit for, we want you to circle those on your credit check form. That kind of alerts your attention that you're going to need to do something to make those up, whether it's summer school or credit retrieval or some other avenue. Now in the math section, for every math course that you've taken, we want you to write down the course title and then cross it off if you passed it or circle it if you failed it. Under the science courses, physical science and biology are required for graduation. If you're taking additional science courses for like a 4-year university, that's like chemistry or physics or human bio, go ahead and write those in as well, and then cross them off if you passed them or circle them if you failed them. And then finally, in the world language, those aren't required for graduation, but many students take them for a 4-year university. It's required for a 4-year university. So go ahead and write down the world language that you've taken, whether it's Spanish, French, or German, and then again, cross it off if you've passed it, circle it if you failed it. Now there's a couple other things to note too. If you've taken any courses through Running Start or Skill Center, sometimes those are tough to get onto your credit check form, to know where those go. If you need help with that, make sure you go in and see your counselor. Also for transfer students, if you were at another high school and you transferred to Cheney High School, you might need a little help too. One important thing to kind of keep in the back of your mind, if you took a year-long class at another high school, that's most likely going to be year-long class here at Cheney High School, and that's 3 trimesters long. So kind of use that general rule of thumb. But if you do need additional help filling that out, make sure you see your counselor. So it's super important that you do this correctly and accurately, so that you know what classes you have taken and are fulfilling for graduation. You're going to want to do this every single year because this helps you with registering for classes. But also, again, this is your responsibility. So make sure to do it right.
All right, the next step in the registration process is to choose electives to fit into those slots that you have available in your schedule. Now, freshmen are going to want to choose classes that fit into graduation requirement electives such as health and fitness, visual and performing arts, career and technical education classes, or world language classes. Sophomores and juniors want to do the same thing. However, if you are a sophomore and you have failed any classes or are missing classes from prior years transferring to our district from another school, you will need to meet with your counselor to kind of make sure you have a good plan on how you're going to make those classes up. If you are a junior to be a senior, it is extremely important that you get in to see your counselor right away if you are missing or have failed any classes, so that you can make a graduation plan and be considered a senior. If you have any questions, obviously just go talk to your counselor as soon as you have those questions, and they will help you figure out the registration process from this point on.